after training with you one day, you were telling me about this brand you were about to launch, Most Hated. And, I didn't know anything about it. Like I was thinking, another tap out brand or, but obviously you had some like soul and heart behind it because, 15 years later, here it is.
My goal was like, I want everybody to fucking wear this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And why do you want them to wear it? I want them because they can relate.
Correct.
Because I think every single one of us got a pack of haters, dog.
Of course.
I don't care. No, real talk. So
trust me. We know.
So the idea was getting them to look past my name and seeing the most hated brand for what it is.
He's used to like the friends that are like, hey, Par, good job today. I just beat you in a race, but you're so fast. I can't do that superficial shit. Hafaday and welcome to the Cowboys and Indians podcast. My name is JJ Ambrose and I'm joined by
Anmal Sabti.
Today we're really, I want to say blessed, or I don't know, I just feel very lucky actually to have one of the guys that we've been talking about for a while, right, Anmal?
Correct, yeah. Super nice to have you, man. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me, man.
Needs no introduction really, but Alex Castro of the Most Hated brand. Man, really cool because we've known each other for so long. I remember we fought on the same card. I think it was like 2010, way back in the day, on a PXE card. And I didn't know you then, but your presence was immediately known. You've got one of those auras,
Yeah, probably something I got in common with you.
Something like, I just got a big old head. But Anmal, you were probably in high school back then?
When you guys fought, I think I seen you fight in PXC once when I was in high school, and I seen you fight Baby Joe.
Okay.
I watched that one. So
that was a lot though. How many times you guys fought?
We
3
fought
times?
twice.
Okay.
I watched the second one. I think I was a junior in high school.
Yeah. I also lost. I actually lost twice from
Okay, I forgot, man. Yeah.
Well, good fights though.
Yeah.
Yeah, your guys' rivalry. You guys had the biggest fights on Guam.
Yep.
Yeah, I
to
think
date,
so too. Yeah,
for sure. Because the Terror Dome was absolutely electric.
Yeah, it was real beef.
Yeah, real beef, and
it was a script.
it was crazy because how divided the arena was. You could tell right away because you have 1,000 people wearing red, and then 1,000 people wearing Baby Joe's face on their on their
or the fuck guy. I think he was like a fuck guy.
Yeah. I think he was Fokai back then.
Well, at the time he actually he switched sides. He ended up training over at Spike, so that made it an even bigger rivalry. Because of the whole UX Spike.
So he trained with you originally.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Nice.
So,
okay.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, crazy.
That's funny you say that because when I got to Island, I was only introduced to Spike Melbourne, and I trained with them for 2 weeks leading up to that fight.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I got to know Baby Joe a little bit, but as much as you can in 2 weeks, right? Everybody's a body at that point.
Exactly.
So like I had no opinions, but I just remember seeing you with all the tattoos and shaved head, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? That's a scary looking individual. Because as an MMA fighter, like we run into like all walks of life, but like Alex looked like the real deal, like straight out of the movies. Yeah. But moving on anyway. So like Anmal and I have been talking about you for a few weeks now, actually.
All good things, promise.
We mentioned you in that last podcast. It's just cool how the universe works. Like it always lines things up. If you're doing the right thing, I always think that things will work themselves out. And I was thinking about you. I was like, fuck, I should reach out and spar with him. Like that's our love language.
Yeah, no,
right?
I remember you saying that you were just about to reach out to me.
Yeah,
and then I reached out to you. So
crazy coincidence, it like forced my hand. Like I was like, that'd be great because for different reasons, you're trying to get practice before you step back in there, and I just want to see if I'm even capable of doing it anymore.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were. I thought I don't spar, man, with especially when I'm in camp. I don't really. I try not to. No offense to anybody, but I don't try to spar with guys who aren't going to be helpful.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Obviously, JJ's got many years of experience.
Yeah.
He's a tough white boy.
Yeah.
He always brings it, man.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
so
Trust me.
Yeah,
In every little thing that we do, he brings
not just
it.
fighting, but
Yeah.
you know, yeah,
In every aspect.
I needed a sparring partner. You know, I think Sam was I don't know where he was, but I had just started camp, and I was like,
he just had that fight in Japan that he.
There you
ended up
go, yeah.
winning.
Oh,
that's
the
right.
Japan,
So
nice.
I know that a couple weeks out, you kind of want to be careful.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
well, I didn't reach out to him because of that, and then
Yeah.
he ended up reaching out to me.
Nice, nice.
So
Yeah.
after,
Really cool how
Yeah.
like there's those few guys on island that you can like really
Rely
rely on.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely,
like always
yeah.
down, always.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the
Right.
season is. Like, yeah, I'll give you a few rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and those guys are few and far between
Yeah.
from what I've experienced. You know,
Correct.
and I count you one of those types that's
Appreciate that, man.
always ready for something. You know.
Yeah, you're always. I mean, even on your Instagram, like I said, you're always either putting in work at the gym or you're doing something to enhance your gym so that you have a better training environment or like better people training around you, right? And I know he does
you
that
know the
as well.
saying,
so-
right? Like quality over quantity.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
You know, I don't need a grip of niggas to prepare. I just need a couple people, or even just one sparring partner.
Yes.
Yeah,
If I had
yeah.
used you for the whole camp, I
Right.
probably would have benefited
Right.
from that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, a pad holder and
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
else
yeah.
I can do on my own, man.
I've
You know?
said the same exact thing. It's those guys that jump around like camp to camp and they look for like the biggest room.
Yeah.
You know, that I always think that they're gonna go down.
Yeah.
I just think you need a few good ones.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
My circle is so damn small now versus what it was like in 2015. You know, I used to go to Thailand and train with like 50 dudes in the
Yeah.
room, and I thought that was it. You know, like I made it. There's 50 guys in here.
Yeah.
We have the best thing.
Right.
But then it boiled down, and it's the best five. I want
Yeah.
5 guys.
Yeah.
I think we got to go through that, though, you know, being able
Yeah.
to feel that way and think that way before we get to where we're at now, with the whole quality
Yeah.
over quantity.
I haven't watched this.
mindset, you know.
Oh, sorry about that. I haven't watched this thing on John Jones. Like when he fights, he literally has like 5 people he trains with.
Yeah.
He like
Right.
one jiu-jitsu guy, one striking guy, one wrestling guy. It's crazy. He literally just has a group of like 5 people,
Yeah.
and then he's like, they're all big, and he's like, no pretty training. Like it's all like, like he had like Gordon Ryan come train jiu-jitsu with him.
Yep.
Like it's pretty cool. So like I can kind of see how you just have the same guy, but you make sure one of those 5 guys is specific
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
to one skill, right, or one thing in your arsenal, right,
Yeah.
that you add to your
Yeah.
to your thing.
No,
So-
that's exactly
Yeah.
right. Because whenever I trained at like AKA,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
instance, we'd
yeah.
have like 10 dudes that were randoms.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, just doing drop-ins for the day. They're from other camps.
Exactly.
They don't care about you. They're just trying to. If they kick you as hard as they can.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
And that's not what it's about.
Right.
You know. And what's silly is that boxing wrote the book already on
Yeah.
training camps,
Yeah.
but MMA is trying to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
You know, like you think about Floyd Mayweather, the guys that he sparred leading up to the fight were very specific to what he needed.
Correct.
You
Yes.
know, and
Yes.
it wasn't like some random dude off the street. You know,
Yeah.
it was these guys are made for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. But anyways, we forgot to mention that this podcast is brought to you by Gatorade.
And it has to be 0 because
Yeah.
all can't drink calories for some reason. It's crazy. I know, like, we don't see him on Instagram. He will refuse to take his shirt off, but this dude is like 8% body fat, jacked out of his mind. But he dresses like a Muslim girl. It's crazy to me. Like we can call him modest. No, he's got like this like fat kid syndrome.
Yeah.
because you don't know, but he was fat
Dude,
before,
I used to be
dude.
really fat.
No,
Like-
I think I think
You remember me, right? I think you remember seeing
I
me.
think-
Yeah.
So it's a lot of. I ain't lying. I mean, that ain't gonna sound weird, but when I saw you finally take your shirt off,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this nigga's ripped, dog.
Oh, yeah.
All of us, honestly.
Nigga got bigger pegs than me. Damn, dog.
It was crazy
doing
because
something right, dog. Like,
one day I took him to
shit,
the
that's
track.
funny.
We started training
for
together.
real.
I took him to the track, and
Yeah.
he had a towel on, and he was like covering every piece of himself.
Yeah.
But I saw like a ab slip, and I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
"Bro, why don't you take your shirt off?" And he's like, "No, not yet. Soon,
Yeah.
soon."
Yeah.
6 months later, So
Holy
just
shit.
a weird complex. Like once a fat kid, always a fat kid.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I didn't think that. I just thought maybe, because I ain't never seen you with a shirt on.
No one has, man. I mean, I got I got so many DMs, but mostly from guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I see you putting in work. When you finally see you with your shirt off.
Yeah.
That you see the work. You know what I'm saying?
This might be the gayest podcast, honestly, because that's all we do is talk about taking Amal's shirt off.
Shit, man.
That's literally a topic, bro. I know you got caught in there.
You know, when you're in the shower and the guy, there's soap going down.
Man.
You don't know.
Good one,
Oh my gosh,
that's funny.
But yeah, man. But same with you. I know I seen that when you're training, you're kind of trying to cut out those processed foods, especially at your age. You know what I mean? You're still lean, very good shape, just like himself. So
what do you mean his age?
No, because he does mention that on his story.
Oh,
he does say
how old is he?
39,
45, man.
Oh,
40,
39, 40. I'm sorry.
45.
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Because his work ethic is stupid.
Yeah.
Every day there's miles posted. And
I
there's
thought
weights
you were
lifted.
like 40.
Yeah.
There's three things I can count on his story every single day. That's miles, bag work or mitt work,
and curls,
and weights lifted.
Oh.
Not always curls; those are cleans too. He does other things. You're the only one that does curls daily, motherfucker. No matter what we're doing, we just
add in curls.
He does curls every
curls to my
single day.
workout.
It's crazy.
No, but yeah. So I saw that that you cut out processed foods. You're still lean. I mean, compared to a lot of these younger guys, right? You're still very lean. You hold a low rate.
I know how to, like, in terms of my food intake. Man, I know how to. People say cheat, right? I know how to indulge. But most of the time, 5 days a week, I try to eat. Well, I do eat clean.
Sure.
Going into the fight, especially when a contract sign.
Yep.
Weekends, it's done. I'm feeling good. I'm looking in the mirror, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come on, man. Come on, 45, dog. You got all these younger niggas, dog. They fucking born with abs, dog.
Nobody's wearing a shirt at that point.
No, man. So
I see you eating fries sometimes. I'm like, oh shit, right?
But man, I mean, it's just like you just kind of like appreciating the hard work, the fruit to the
Yeah, like the percentage changes, like 90% clean,
absolutely,
10% mess around a little bit.
Like I'm looking forward to Saturday, man.
Absolutely, man.
To get down, dog. So so got one more day. Yeah.
So is there anything coming up on the horizon? Speaking of fighting.
For bare knuckle, man, not well. I just got hit up today from Lil Surge, man, from Miami. He's the one handling the Miami card for September 12th. So I was supposed to be on the Sturgis card August 2nd in Sturgis. Unfortunately, this happens every time. I was telling you earlier. Either my opponent doesn't sign the contract, doesn't agree with the terms, or just doesn't get back. In this case, he didn't get back to Nate, which is a matchmaker. So, they were on a time constraint and they had to lock it in, man. And they normally do that 5 weeks out. So, just the plan was just to stay ready, and because I could have took a weekend off and just reverted back and have a drink or something. But I was like, I talked to my team, my nutrition guy, my sponsors, and we're like, let's just stick to the script. Let's stay ready. Yeah. We've done this before, man, where fight didn't go through. And I had to make the tough decision, man, because I could be out here on the weekend partying,
of course,
and doing all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I posted something the other day about sacrifices, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big component to to reaching your goals and having some success in your life. And I think because I'm older, man, I think that's why I take it more serious. I'm not younger. I don't recover faster than these younger niggas, dog. So I'm just like, I'm sorry, man. Can I say that?
You can say whatever you want.
Talking, man.
In fact, almost
because you exactly, dog.
You gave him the end card, and he was so happy about it.
Shit, bro. That was funny.
I just caught myself though, but man. I just I'm just trying to stay, I'm just trying to stay functional and make sure I'm good, man. And because these young dudes, man, they trying to take my head off in the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I'm not yet, I'm still, this is something I love to do, something I'm passionate about, obviously, and I want to be able to reach the highest point I can. I'm already fighting the highest level of bare knuckle.
You are.
And I fought two of the top five ranked guys, man, in BKFC, the 2 and 4. And I didn't do too bad, you know. So we just want to get that W, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Guam needs a W, man. And
It does.
listen, man, I'm not gonna apologize to nobody. I don't do that. You know, I go out there and I fight and I do my best. You know, unfortunately, it's a different game, man. You got to be a different type of beast to do this. And you know, again, the goal is just to get a W, man, and get a win next fight. You know, so hopefully, man, they get me on the September 12th card. I'm ready. I can fight next week.
Yep.
So, you know, we're good.
No, you can definitely see that in your training. You always look like you're in fight camp.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean,
maybe I'm just because I'm always mad or always look mad. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Maybe
no,
that's what
but still, it is what it
whatever
is,
is the
dude.
driving
Yeah.
force behind
Whatever
you,
it is.
know,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Everybody has their motivator, and
sure, yeah.
if rage is what gets you in the
Yeah.
cage, then by all the power to you.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of factors that play a part in what pushes me. You know?
Yeah.
But
What does push you?
man, to be honest with you, man, violence. I find a lot of peace in violence.
Yeah.
I know that sounds, you know.
No, that sounds
it
exactly
probably even
right.
contradicts, like, you know, the spiritual side of, you know, of my personality. But people don't get it, dude. You know, like, and I don't have to explain it, but it really does. I really do find peace in it. You know, in violence.
In the chaos.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, because if things are going too well, I got to figure out how to fuck it up.
Yeah,
I understand.
it's funny because I feel like I operate better under pressure.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of energy. Homie.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So
No,
Stress, you know.
No,
Yeah,
it's so
yeah.
true though, because like
Yeah.
I'll start creating problems during workouts. You know, like I was talking shit to you today.
Yeah.
Do you remember when I said, "Hey, there's a Thai
Gay guy.
dancer.
Yeah.
There's this one gay High Rocks kid that was dancing during the show instead
Yeah.
of performing."
right.
Like
So
a
I was
Thai
like,
guy.
"Hey, the gay High Rocks guy is
Yeah.
passing you right now,"
Right.
and I was saying that to Amal because
Yeah.
I was passing.
Yeah,
He was about to lap me, yeah.
But I.
He did lap me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
sorry,
clarify.
sorry. He
Clarify.
did, yeah. He said it before he was about to lap me. He eventually lapped me.
Yeah. So I mean, like I'm constantly creating problems
Yeah.
when we're competing.
You got to
in
expect that though
anything.
from him.
Of
right?
course, no, it's
Yeah.
great. I never ever,
Yeah.
I'm never triggered.
Yeah.
It's really funny
That's
because
that's
like
your personality.
Yeah.
he's used
Yeah.
to like the friends that are like, yeah, hey, Par, good job today. You know,
Yeah.
I just beat you in a race, but oh, you're so fast.
Yeah.
I can't do that superficial shit.
No,
you
Yeah.
know,
The most
It's-
real person. That's why, like,
Yeah.
like I said, it was in the beginning it was different, but then
Right,
now it's
right.
like it's almost like addictive. I'm
Yeah.
always there. He even tells me like, dude, just rest today. It's like, no, it's like it's good to have him there. You know. It's,
We did a workout. We both put on weight vests, and I thought for sure I was gonna fuck this dude up.
Yeah.
He's tiny, so like 20 pounds to him is a lot. But
Yeah.
dude, he runs past me and he turns around, flips me off, and he says, "Slow, bitch." and
I don't do that,
and
but that's
and I
funny.
took that
You took it to-
personally.
yeah.
I like for weeks,
Yeah.
I was saying, "Slow, bitch,"
Yeah,
and that was
still,
my fire, my
Yeah,
fuel
yeah,
for
yeah.
a long
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
And to this day, I still say it, "Slow, bitch."
even when
I
I'm
love
not
that.
working out, I'm just casually walking in the
Yeah.
parking lot to my car.
Yeah, slow, bitch.
That's funny.
I'll never forget that shit.
Yeah. So it's good, man. You know, it's always good to be around people who push you. And like that's, I guess, what we're talking about is quality over, quantity.
Quantity, yeah.
Yeah. It's quality is extremely important.
Yeah, no fake friends. I
Yeah.
can't do that frenemy
sure.
shit. You know,
No,
like
man.
if we're racing, we're fucking racing.
Going at
dude.
each other,
You
yeah.
better be trying to beat me right now, because otherwise, I'm not getting better.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. So
man.
tell me about. I wanted to talk a little bit more about your brand, because you initially had. I remember we went to the gym one time and you were telling me about this brand you were going to launch called Most Hated.
Yeah.
And that was like, I think 2010, 2011. And, you know,
What
I
gym
didn't-
was this? Was it?
It was at Contenders.
Contenders, okay.
Yeah, Brant McCready's old gym.
Yeah.
Cool dude, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I
missed
love that. I love
missed the
Homeboy,
hell
man.
out of
Yeah.
him.
wait, sorry, did he pass?
Brant McCready? No, he moved to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought he.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
sorry. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
way to make something real sad.
I'm
real
really
quick.
sorry.
Hey,
Yeah.
Brant, if you're
I'm so sorry.
listening,
I'm sorry, Brent. I didn't know. I'm
chat
sorry.
with you soon.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
jackass. But
Sorry.
no,
I'm sorry.
Brant owned this gym,
Let me just hold it,
Contenders,
bro.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna give you this one.
and he was cool because he just opened it up to everybody. You know, like anybody can come train. You know, like obviously he had membership dues, but for the MMA guys, he was real cool. He was like, just shout my gym out. that was pretty much it. But I remember after training with you one day, you were telling me about this brand you were about to launch, Most Hated. And, I didn't know anything about it. Like I was thinking, another tap out brand or, but obviously you had some like soul and heart behind it because, 15 years later, here it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that now, man. I remember Grant was the one that actually invited you over to get some rounds with me.
Yep.
I think we were on the same card. We were, right?
Yep.
And, I don't exactly remember the conversation, but now I remember, But no, man, the brand's been, it's been an outlet for me too, man, to be honest with you, creatively, and also, like the whole nine, man, to be honest, gave me purpose, man. And, made me feel like, I think a lot of it, man, was the feedback from people, man, and how it made other people feel. Can you imagine the influence and the power a t-shirt can do to a person, man, and how it can make them feel, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, it made me realize, like, there's a lot, this brand is it can help people, relate and, that pretty much relate, man, to like what I go through.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so yeah, anyway, I just, when I was in prison, man, I just I was pushing it here and there out the trunk, man, but when I was in prison, I decided to do a couple drops, man. We posted it up at Rob's Fight Shop in Aganga, and I just got like feedback from everybody about like where else, I was doing a shirt and a hat.
Yep.
Every month.
Gotcha.
The shit was selling off the racks, bro.
Yeah.
So obviously, right, like, I was like, all right, we can do more, more tees, more product, more money, right? And I was like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, really, man, I did it because I wasn't trying to sleep on any of my homies' couch. I wasn't trying to. I was trying to stack my bread, man. So I can have money. Yeah. I had this much time to do it, and it was working for me. And then at that point, I was just like, you know what? Maybe I can open up a shop. And I linked up with one of my brothers, man. Silos.
Yeah.
And we met, and came through, visit me. We talked about it, and we opened up, man. 2017. He had his brand. I believe it was called Choke Supply, and so we just kind of like we just wanted to sell T-shirts, and we ended up investing in printers, and so we could just start printing our stuff, and we don't have to worry about the capital to print anything, man. Yeah. And that was it, man. Things were good. The brand was moving, and then when I got out, man, I just I had all these other ideas, man, that I thought of in prison, and I just went ham, dog. So
yeah, I mean, it's crazy that you were able to do all of that because, I mean, there's plenty of guys not in prison that are talking about it, not being about it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what was so cool. Anmol actually told me a really good story today about it. He was saying that he's walking around the warehouse and some of his workers were wearing Most Hated, like majority of your crew, right?
Correct.
And
wearing
it was like Alex came from a rough neighborhood. Yeah. He got out of it. Maybe I could do that too. Yeah. So it's like that's the inspiration behind it. Yeah. It's not Gucci.
Yeah.
No, it's
a street brand, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, but it's also a street certified brand.
Right.
This I'm not talking about. This ain't no, some studio gangster shit, dog. This this brand stemmed from real. Yeah. From real gang activities, dog. Yeah. So but yeah, man, I'm just grateful, man, for the support, man, and I'm really happy that people are looking past the name Alex Castro. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was very challenging. I got discouraged.
Of course.
A long time ago. This was during that time because everybody I started noticing, I paid attention, right? And I was like, the only people wearing this shit are the people that are either family or people that I train with.
Yeah, right? Like your friends are trying to support you. Yeah,
so my goal was like, nah, I want everybody to fucking wear this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And why do I want? Why? Right. The question is, why do you want to work? Why do you want them to worry? I want them because they can relate.
Correct.
Because I think every single one of us got a pack of haters, dog.
Of course.
I don't care. No, real talk. So
Trust me, we know.
So
Yeah.
the idea was getting them to look past my name and seeing the most hated brand for what it is.
Yeah.
And them, being drawn to that because they relate to it.
Yeah.
Because everybody, bro, Jesus was the most hated, homie.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man. Like, all this hating shit, man, we've been going on for centuries, bro.
Wait a second. Is that a t-shirt?
No.
You make
Yeah,
that a t-shirt?
I was, but
Jesus,
someone told me it was
wow.
blasphemy. I was like, okay, now I'm gonna stay.
Is it though?
My family's a hardcore Catholic,
Yeah.
bro. They're hardcore Catholic.
That,
so-
that shit was hard as fuck.
Yeah, that was really
Right?
good. Yeah.
I'm like,
Jesus.
right?
Yeah.
Jesus was the most hated.
He was
Yeah.
the most hated, bro.
Dude.
It's crazy,
I
right?
mean, the simple message,
Yeah.
but I mean, I love Guam, right?
I'm sorry?
That shirt, like
And it's
it's
very
a
loud.
very simple,
Yeah.
very loud
yeah.
message. Yeah, must be heard.
Yeah,
No, I mean it's so true. Like it's how relatable it is.
yeah.
Because I mean, if you're doing anything, you're haters.
Yeah.
It's just the nature of
Right.
humans,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
Doing something well. It's
Yeah, man. I just, honestly, I even that, right? I don't let that motivate me. To be honest, like, oh yeah, people hate me, whatever. I remember one time when I was younger, some guy in the club, fucking drunk guy, whatever, looked at me and he said, Alex Castro, I fucking hate you, right? Whatever. He was telling me it's just how he feels, and I just looked at this nigga down. And I was like, hey, do you think it really matters? I said, I fucking hate myself. Right? So, no, this guy just shut the fuck up. He tripped the fuck out, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
like
just
what do you
walked-
see to
No, that's
that?
fact. Yeah.
Bro,
Just- and he just walked
all
away.
right, you win, bro.
So, so the reason why I share that, man, is because, the course of the brand, right? I had a lot to think of, a lot of things to assess, right? And, think about why am I really doing this?
Yeah.
And I think for a while too, growing up, right? I was kind of like my worst enemy too.
Sure.
So it was relatable to myself too.
Correct. Yeah.
Not doing something with my life, or you hate yourself for that. So I don't know, man. But at the end of the day, man, the way people perceive it now, I'm really glad that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And it's not so much like they're looking at it. They're supporting the brand,
Yeah.
right? Not me. They're actually supporting the brand now, and not my name. Because I don't want that.
No, I understand that.
It doesn't give me, it doesn't serve me if people are support. When I say thank you for supporting me, I mean thank you for supporting the brand. Because I don't take your money, bro, and use it for my personal gain. Real talk.
Right.
I don't do that.
No, you're not on vacation.
I take the money.
Yeah.
I take the money and I recycle it, and
Yeah.
I get more product.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
Yeah, of course. No, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
I can't live off t-shirt. What do you call that? Money, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There's no way.
Yeah. Especially today's.
Yeah.
Well, it's difficult.
Not the way I want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's enough to pay some bills and whatnot, but I've had a lot of supporters along the years, right? Sponsors, and I'm grateful for that. Being able to sustain that, bro. Which which is what keeps me afloat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
You got
man,
good people in your corner. I mean, because we
absolutely.
can't do it on our
And I
own.
talk about this all the time. It's your face value, man. Your character, and that can take you a long way.
Yeah.
I got a lot of juice on the street, dog. My
Yeah.
name is. I'm not gonna glorify it, but I'm just saying, and I think that's one of the reasons why people don't like me. It is what it is. But I don't know, man. I'm just doing me, dog. And it's sometimes it's frustrating, man. Living and having to, explain yourself all the time.
All the time, right?
But
What's next? What do you
man, right now, I'm
ultimate goal right now?
Well, right now,
Besides the fighting,
like
obviously.
everyone knows, I think most people know that I'm relocating. The shop and the gym. So I just moved up the street.
That's right.
Next to your old neighborhood. So yeah, I'm just doing that, man. Doing a lot of renovations.
Where is it exactly? So you were like on the
You couldn't
curb.
miss him. You couldn't miss the Kobe's.
Yeah, the Kobe. Yeah,
The Kobe Mills, yeah.
But then now you are just a few.
I'm up the street, Mighty. Right next to Kwangwa.
Yes.
The building
like
is
close to 60, kind of.
actually in the middle of Kwanwa and Staywell, that building.
Oh,
so I got the whole
nice.
bottom floor. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're it's not it's an old building, dog.
Yeah.
Old building, a lot of work.
Bigger?
So it is bigger
space?
for sure.
Yeah, I was
bigger,
gonna say
yeah.
it looks a lot.
Oh.
It's a good size.
But I got I was lucky enough to negotiate some good terms. Something that I can sustain on
correct.
my own if I needed to.
It's feasible.
Yeah, exactly. But the gym is coming along.
Nice.
The shop's coming along. And I'm looking forward to it, man. Hopefully, I can get it done by September 13, and because I do a POC drop every year, do a mural and everything like that. Wasn't able to do it in June because of all the moving and whatnot.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can catch that, do something on his anniversary because everyone knows I'm a big POC fan, man.
Yeah.
So but yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
What are you
Nice.
what's
Congratulations.
the paint plans?
I'm
How
sorry.
are we gonna find you? Because before it was Kobe. What do we got on the outside now?
You know what? I just tell everybody, man. It's the building next to Kwangwa. I mean, who doesn't know where Kwangwa?
You gotta put something out there.
We'll figure it out.
Because
Yeah.
that was landmark shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I saw so many tourists pop up, just taking
Yeah.
photos of
Yeah,
that.
dude,
That thing was hard as fuck.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna have to come up with something to top that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You're gonna leave that there, right?
We'll figure it out. I mean, you know what? It's not up to me now, man. It's up to Mr. Torres. They actually left it there. They, initially they did a whole.
It's iconic.
Yeah, it really is.
To me, I feel like it's up to them, but I feel like they should leave it.
Yeah.
It's up to them what they want to do with it now.
I mean, because people from all walks of life have to respect Kobe's hustle.
Absolutely,
He
yeah.
works so
man,
hard.
dude. Yeah.
In any field, the way that man worked, I mean, he's goated.
Yeah, now I'm a big Kobe fan, man.
Yeah.
And I'm a girl dad too, so you can relate.
No,
so.
100%.
Yeah.
Someone asked me if I was going to try for a boy, and I'm like, there's no chance that I'm getting a girl in this life.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in this reincarnation shit, and I'm learning all the lessons through my girls, teaching me how to be a real man.
Yeah.
So,
I must have been a piece of shit in the last one because this one is just forcing me through all things. I put it on my Facebook, I'll go through reels, and by like 5 minutes in, I'm crying because, dogs are dying or, like someone says for Frodo.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, man, that's funny.
I feel that girl dad stuff, man.
And you have a family in Florida, right? I think?
Yeah, my daughter and her mom,
grandbaby too, right?
Yeah, grandchild. Yeah,
Samira, she's wonderful, man. I miss them.
Yeah, I see you celebrating with them when you're done.
Yeah, all
nice.
the time, man. They're they're like my human medicine, bro.
Yeah, that's nice.
For some reason, when I'm there, man, I get a different level of peace, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I'm still here. Maybe I should move. I thought about it. It's not ready yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you have good training out there. It seems like you have a good affiliation. You have good affiliate,
back in August, man, 2023.
Yeah.
I was offered a fight in Miami at the Hard Rock from Mr. Feldman, from the boss, and I left without no contract. We said, fuck it, let's do it. Let's show up and let's show this man that we're here. We're here to we're serious
about it.
Yeah, so I didn't get the fight, man, but the networking was great.
Yeah.
I got to meet him, we talked. He said, give it time, we're gonna get you on. And I just kept working, man. And then also that I was able to find a gym to train at.
Yeah.
Met some high level BKF bare knuckle fighters.
Yeah.
And
got a chain sponsorship.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the Golden Corner, man.
Really nice.
Thank you. Hopefully September you guys upgrade me again.
Yeah, that's nice, man. Yeah.
So that was cool, man. I was happy about that. I told him I prefer the cash though.
Yeah.
You saw that.
Shit.
Dude, you got the chain. He's like this. Thanks for the chain. For the cash. I was like,
yes. But nah, man. I like Miami, man. Obviously for the reasons that my girls are there. But I feel like it's a second home now.
Yeah.
So where do you stay when you're there? I didn't really like
stay at a hotel down or an Airbnb.
Okay. Like in Miami though.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, a lot of good fights. I used to live there for 4 or 5 years.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Like the Miramar area. I don't know.
Oh, Miramar. Yeah. Miramar. Yeah. Okay.
My family live in Pembroke, so it's
Pembroke, not too far.
like,
More of a suburb, and then kind of like a better suburb area is Pembroke, and then kind of further down is where you stay.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
You got there's so much talent in Miami now.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy. You got all the Cuban boxers coming over now.
Yeah.
Just crazy talent. So that's a good place to train. Have you considered moving or?
I have, man. I'm just not ready. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I'm not ready.
On Mall, I've been talking about it, like, what our exit strategy is.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Guam, but Guam isn't the same place that I visited, 15 years ago for a fight.
Absolutely.
When you drive down the street, it's not the same place,
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, what are your thoughts on that? I mean,
fuck, I don't know. I think they're just influential leaders that, are teaching the younger generation, the wrong ways, man. I'm never gonna drop no names, but at the end of the day, like, I paid attention when I got out, man. I just sit back and I just paid attention. I'm like, this is crazy, man. It's different. Even before I went in, I mean, things were actually changing too, right? Everything changed, but people change. Shit happens, right? Life goes on, but this was just a different type of change.
Yeah.
And I'm really referring to the culture, like the streets, and how people were, how people are, But that's all I'm gonna say about that, dog.
I guess what I just noticed, with the lack of tourism, and it's definitely not picking up. I mean, like, I don't know that crime's getting worse. I see too many things that I don't want to see as far as like child abuse and like the raping and all that stuff. It's terrible. I mean, it's desperate times. Like COVID really. My house got broken into like 4 times.
Did it really?
Yeah, like dudes jumping the fence. My daughter's bike got thrown over the fence.
I didn't even know that.
It was crazy, man.
Bro, I got robbed during the move.
Yeah.
In a week, I got robbed 4 times.
This thing.
Yeah. Like, I obviously I didn't put cameras yet, right? But I still don't got no cameras. But I got robbed 4 times, man.
The new building?
The new building, yeah.
Oh,
because we were in the middle of moving, right? And somehow, man, someone just I ended up finding the guy though. I did my own little investigation. Every guy was snitching on each other, dog. So that I connected the dots.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, but I just I just put it out there, man, and let homeboy know that I was already getting closer to him, right?
Yeah,
I knew where he stayed, so he had no other choice but to come and see me.
He's
and he did.
Oh, that's nice.
He did, but man, when I saw him, real talk, man, I just felt sorry for him.
Yeah,
he was obviously a recovering addict or whatever.
Yeah.
And if you've been around that life, these guys, they don't give a shit who you are, dog.
Yeah.
They gonna take what they're gonna take, to whatever they're gonna, however, and that's what it is. So I thought maybe talking to a man might be better than beating him down, because beating him down ain't gonna serve me. What's that gonna do for me, dog? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I talked to him, and hopefully that was more effective, man, than having the chin check.
Is that wisdom, experience, or
I don't
is
know.
that?
It's funny because you guys are not the first people I shared this with. I shared it with a couple people, and they looked at me like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I mean, because
I don't know, dog.
15 years ago, what do you do?
I would have whipped that boy's ass.
Yeah, that's what we did.
You know that.
Yeah.
We don't play, dog.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, maybe I'm just getting older. I don't know, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I just felt like, because now, especially now, right, we can't handle things the way we used to.
Yeah.
Right? We have to talk. And so, that's all I did. That's all I can do. I can just talk to a person now, man.
Yeah.
So, words, depending on how you deliver it and your intention, hopefully they receive the message and, it helps them, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So. Yeah.
But it's sad. I feel like a lot of people that are addicts on Guam, it's almost rare. This is what I feel, right? Based off like employment, right? It's, they go there clean because maybe they're on some type of probation.
Right.
But it's like as soon as they're off, they just cannot wait to go back.
Yeah.
It's, this is crazy. And I can't mention the person's name, but I had somebody purchase something from me, from the store.
Okay.
And he sat down with me and he was, returning. And then I guess he got comfortable with me. And he did mention one time, like, man, I get off probation soon and I can't wait to go back, like face to face. Wow. Like literally I'm at my desk and he's sitting in the customer chair 2-3 feet away from me. And he's like, I cannot wait to go back. And then, my next question is, or what I said was, man, maybe not the best thing to do. You just told me you bought a house, you're buying a motorcycle now, you have kids and a family. His son is sitting next to him on the left. Okay. I was like, you have a, nice family, whatever. And he's like this, no, just life is boring without it. Like word for word. And it's like, man, that's sad. That's sad to hear. Like I almost felt bad. I was like, dude, you're planning on buying a house. You just told me you just paid me cash for this, and you obviously seem to be doing well. I don't know how, but
That's pretty,
man, why? And straight up, I can't wait to get back on because life is boring.
Wow.
Like word for word, man. And unfortunately, this individual, like in public news, is incarcerated at the moment. And he purchased something for me. Yeah, very sad.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then I spoke to somebody else about it. And he said that you look at Guam's lifestyle, right? Like things are so expensive here, right? Like going to Payless, doing these things. And a lot of people who work at like a minimum wage, sometimes they feel like there's no way out of it, and I'm just working for that to go to Payless and buy my family groceries.
Working to pay bills.
Working to pay bills, and it's like, but I've been on drugs before, and I was great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the high. It didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter how.
And my life's just gonna kind of keep going this way. I'm just gonna work to pay the bills. I got 5 kids at home. I got an ex-boyfriend that hit me or whatever it is, and but that was better. The high and was worth
just to get through life.
Exactly.
Wow.
And like, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to work that minimum wage job at the gas station on a graveyard shift when I can be getting a fix?
Wow.
Like I've heard this, and that's why, if you notice, after COVID, why did not a lot of people want to work? Don't you notice that? It's so hard to keep employees because they just don't want to work, because majority of them are like, but for what? It's so expensive here.
Yeah.
It's just a conversation I've had, with somebody who is a manager of a big corporation.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
that makes any sense.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I hear you, but that's tough, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't see how that will help any
exactly.
problems.
I guess
I guess you're so numb at that point that it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
And another story I was, we're talking about, I guess deportation earlier, was my dad had an employee that went to jail, and he was Micronesian. He stabbed somebody in jail, and in 2023 they deported him back to Chuk because of the stabbing that he did in jail when he got arrested. And now he makes like, I don't know, $2 a day. Yeah. He's dying to come back, but can't. Well, versus with my dad, he was making, $9, $10, $11, whatever
crazy
it was.
money for what? Yeah.
There he's making $2 a day.
Wow.
Yeah. And in Chuk, it's so, the infrastructure's, you can't even compare, right? So it's sad. Like, you can't take this life for granted.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just comes to show, right?
No, you're right, man.
Yeah.
That's a big part of my prayer.
Yeah.
Man, is just not taking anything for granted.
Yeah.
Thanking God, man, for everything that you got. Dog.
Yeah.
And then with this gym too, man, this new gym, and I've said this before, man. I'm very happy to be able to share this blessing, to be able to share this blessing with other people that like, listen, man, I'm not trying to compete with any other gyms, but if I can provide a gym, that can allow other people, maybe even all the fucked up people, man, that allow them to come over and do something good with their life, and start some type of fitness.
Sorry, I just picked the mic.
I'm sorry, start some type of start a fitness lifestyle, whatever. Then I mean that's everybody winning.
It's funny you mentioned that, because we talk about that a lot actually at the gym, where right now we're all sharing this pie of that's Guam. There's 170,000 people. Yeah. I don't know if you know this number, but less than 10% of those belong to a gym right now. So the pie is 17,000 people. Yeah. The answer isn't taking away like members from other gyms. Yeah. The answer is to grow fitness so the pie gets bigger.
Yes.
But I think, like Guam's very famous for its crab effect. You start getting out and then people pull you back down.
Yep.
So, I mean, like for me, like the competition thing, you're absolutely right. I don't want to take a single member from anybody.
Yeah.
But if I can get my members to bring more people, like then their family, because the obesity rate, I mean, you know it. You walk into a restaurant, 50% obesity rate on Guam right now. That's insane, dude. We're leading in the world. Like we're top 10.
Yeah.
I think I was just telling homeboy that I told you too that the gym actually did it for me first.
Yeah. He
it's like a personal gym. Because it's better for me, to have my own gym, to be able to do what I want, and because when I'm at like either Paradise or maybe at your gym, I have to behave. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to do that, man. I want to cuss. I want to fucking yell. You know what I'm saying? I want to be me. I don't want to have to hold in shit and be able to just behave.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. I have two daughters, a 4 and a 5-year-old that are running through class, every class, every single day. And I'm like, if I was at another gym, I'd have to apologize to the owner, the coaches, the members. And at my gym, I'm like, sorry guys, if you don't like kids, you're gonna have to go.
Yeah,
this is my house.
Right.
Exactly. So that's why I have a gym right there.
Yeah.
But man, if it benefits everybody else too, right? I mean, that's more power. So, again, I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. Hopefully people take advantage of it. I'm only probably gonna, charge really like $60 a month just to help out, with the power and water and sustain it, and that's it. Yeah.
That's all you need, right? I mean, and you know what's crazy? Like people get so proud. I would give away memberships for cleaning. Yeah. Like, hey, pick up a mop when you come in.
Yeah, I got you.
But like that's all I want. Yeah. Like, just give me something back so that's a fair trade.
Correct. Yeah.
The second that someone says, "Can I have this for free?" They don't appreciate it.
Of course.
It's like, hey, but I will work for this.
Yeah. I got you.
I remember that girl. Coming up in the MMA. 2005, walked into a gym, owner didn't know me, and like, hey, I'll mop your mats after every session if I could just train here. And he did me one better. He gave me a fucking job. So I mean, that's how like relationships start. It was just those little questions. Yeah,
I think it's got to start with you too. Like I pick up the mop sometimes, and because I'm very, if you know me, I'm very cleansy.
I see you.
Big time OCD dog. So big shout out to mom for for that. But
I see you getting a mani pedi every week.
My feet are jacked up, dog. So shit. So I gotta keep my shit down. I don't give a fuck. I mean, shit. Clean your feet, man. I got nicer feet than most women, man. Like, come on. Nah, listen, man. It's just a thing, dog.
Yeah, no.
It's very therapeutic too.
Yeah.
So, damn, you gotta call me out on that shit.
It's hilarious.
We've gotten pedicures before.
Yeah,
don't worry.
No, you know what, bro? I'm just fucking with you, dog.
There's a lot we have in common that is like has nothing to do with fighting and fitness. Yeah. Like the spa, that's one of our favorite places to go. It's just so relaxing.
When you go there,
the Juice one, it's and then the mani pedi thing. We tease each other. That's like our girl talk. That's when we get to plot.
Exactly.
So I do a lot of self-caring, man.
It's good, man.
Again, I think a lot of that too is because of my age.
Of course.
And so like my recovering, what do you call that? Timing is not.
It's not the same.
So I got to get like an extra massage. I got a cold plunge. 2 more days out of the week. Just to stay functional, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel it.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I got.
Do you?
I mean, on some really hard weeks of training.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
He feels sometimes it. Like,
I feel it.
Feels rough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I took 5 weeks off from the last fight back in December. Didn't do shit.
Oh, like and not even stepped into the gym.
I felt it when I started camp. So what I did, so I can, I don't have to deal with that again. I made sure I was doing some road work, light work, still taking a break, still eating shitty, all of that, but just, balancing it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I might have fucked up though, because I'm starting to feel more sore now. So I think I didn't give my body enough time to rest. So I think resting too is very important. Like not doing shit.
You hear that, Amal?
Yeah.
I overheard him too tell you that. No doubt.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I have a problem with it too, man.
Yeah, it's hard to like not do something.
Let me
But
ask
no,
you
he-
something. How do you know when to actually rest? And
Man,
not do
honestly,
nothing?
I listen to my body.
Yeah.
Like I'll wake up. Not immediately. You know, you roll out of bed, your back hurts, everything hurts.
Yeah.
It's always like that.
Right.
But you move around, you drink your coffee. How you feel now?
Yeah.
You know, like the juices are flowing now.
Right.
If the worst thing you can do is not go to the gym though.
Yeah.
I go to the gym no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just walk around and I'm like, hey, today's a good day.
Right.
If not, I go home.
Yeah.
Go back to bed.
Yeah.
You know, hang out with my girls.
Yeah.
Simple.
I got you.
I live a real simple, like, go by feel. Listen to my heart.
Yeah.
Listen to my body. Yeah. I also have a whoop.
Yeah.
A what?
It's a whoop.
Fuck's a whoop?
So listen, I wear this. I'm not even trying to give them a shout out because I spend like it's like $400 a
Is
year
that
on
like something
this shit.
that tells you to
Sleep more.
Yeah.
No
this
shit.
more.
I gotta hip you to this. It's
No shit,
it's sick,
okay.
dude. You know what's sick though is our stories will start looking the same
Yeah.
even more because you'll be posting like, I ran 6 miles with my whoop.
Yeah.
My heart rate was this.
Yeah.
My sleep was this.
Yep.
It like whoop just helps you like track your recovery better.
Okay. Right on.
And obviously the workouts and stuff. You know, like sometimes I'll go for a long run
Yeah.
for like 45 minutes and it'll say my strain for the day is like a skyrocketing thing.
Right.
But then I'll go do deadlifts at like heavy shit
Right.
and it barely even registers. Like, cause your heart rate, it's all measured
Heart,
by
yeah.
heart.
Yeah. Strain. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about picking up one of those heart rate things when you run.
that's good.
Yeah,
Or
I
Garmin.
was
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's just to kind of like gauge how you're breathing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I have it under control.
Yeah,
I think I know when to
Turn it on, turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like the resting heart rate's really important to me,
Yes.
especially. So, like, I'll broadcast it to
Right.
my TV
Right.
just so that I can see it while real time while we're exercising.
Right.
And what I'm looking for is like a spike
Right.
followed by a drop
Okay.
in my training.
Yeah.
You know, like how fast can you recover? Because you know in a fight, you know, you get into a flurry and then you back off for a second. And then does your heart go back down? You know, because that's what you're looking for. And in between rounds too.
Yeah.
You know, because you could get up to 170 with a good, you know, like a good combination. And then in between rounds, do you get back to 100, 120?
Yeah.
That's what you want. Because if you're not, we're in trouble.
No, that's
What if you go to the ground, right? Somebody's on top.
No,
of
that's-
you.
like say bare knuckle
maybe
in between rounds.
No, bro, that's fucking interesting because someone brought it up that what do you call that? Every fight that I lost was in the 4th round. So they kind of they brought it up to me. They're like, you think maybe your conditioning, you're not training to get past that 4th round. You know, my conditioning, depending on how much I'm giving,
Yeah.
in the first 2, 3, 4 rounds even, right?
Yeah.
But it's always in the 4th round when I either get stopped or, you know.
Yeah.
So like it made me think though, like that's something to consider too, right? Like,
It is, but
know what I mean?
don't let it be a crutch because
No,
sometimes
I'm not.
you know what's crazy
Yeah.
is people will say something like that
Yeah.
and like it'll like fuck with me for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like imagine like you're about to fight
Yeah.
this dude and they'll be like, "Hey, watch out for his heel hooks."
Yeah.
What heel hooks?
Right.
Yeah, you know, like why did you just plant that seed in
Yeah,
me?
exactly.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
now you're
it
just
drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I always try to be careful with that kind of stuff. But to be completely like legit about it, like with exercise and stuff, you have to train. Like right now, you train a lot of long and you train a lot of short. Is there any mid?
Man, you know what? Everything I do 100%, man.
I know.
You know, so
I see that.
so I'm even with pad work, like I try to get one round just volume, you know, volume but light. But every single round, dog, I'm hitting with bad intention.
So the bad intentions isn't a bad idea.
Yeah.
But have you thought about like when you're hitting mitts, like let's do a flurry for 15 seconds.
Okay.
And then why don't you have is Benny?
Ben, yeah.
Ben.
Ben Diamond, big shout out to Ben.
Yep. Yeah. Really good pad holder. I see what he does with you. I like it.
Yeah.
What if you rip a little bit, like say 10, 15 seconds?
Right.
And then you back off, but he kind of pursues you and you're working on getting your heart rate back down.
Okay.
Rather than sock and bop and robots the whole time.
Okay.
Because you know in a fight, you're probably going to do that. You're a lot like Tyson, where you just
The way I gauge it, right? Like he's in control. Like I feel like pad work to me is probably one of the best conditioning workouts you can have.
Of course.
Because number one, like for me, I'm not in control. He's telling me what to do.
Correct.
So he's controlling the pace. He's controlling, the movement.
What you're going to throw next.
Yeah, what I'm going to throw next. So I just have to adapt. So I look at it like the reason why I always feel like it works for me is because in the fight, same thing. I'm not saying my opponent controls the fight, but I'm adapting.
Yeah.
Through my instinct and through that basically. So I feel like I think it goes hand in hand, but I get what you're saying, man.
Yeah.
Maybe that's Ben.
Like
maybe
just
we tried it out.
I mean, it's almost odd to think about like trying to train your heart while you're training your hands.
Yeah.
But like if you're going super hard for 10 seconds,
Yeah.
and then you recover for 15. Like see what that
But what
does
is
to your
that? What
heart.
is that? What is that? What
are
does
you
it tell
training?
What does it tell you that if you go hard for 10 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And you recover in 15 seconds, what does that say? Does that say you're...
It's kind of where we want to be. Like before you get off. Okay, imagine if I tell you, all right, you're gonna sprint as hard as you can for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna sit there, and then I'm gonna make you do it again in like 20 seconds later.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be able to repeat the same effort?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
For sure.
So the thing is with boxing is you get off and then you get out.
I see what you're saying.
So if I punch you, like I do a really good combo, and then I'm on the other side of the ring before you even can answer.
Yeah.
Then I'm recovering while you just took damage. I don't need to do that again for another, 10, 15 seconds. Like, how long do you think it takes you to throw a combo? 3 to 5 seconds?
Give or take, yeah.
Okay. Take 15 seconds off. You're taking triple the rest.
Yeah.
So your heart rate's going to go back down. So if you spike it up to like 160, 170, we're trying to get you back down to like 130, 140. Right.
That's a lot of science, man.
There is so much science behind it, and people do it accidentally sometimes.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I've never, ever done that at all.
Yeah.
It's always just been
never. No, I mean, if we're doing seconds, right? It's okay. We're sprinting for this amount of time.
Correct.
We're resting. That's it. But we're not. I'm not gauging how quick I recover. I just get back on.
You need to get like a Garmin or the Whoop.
You know what I'm saying?
Then you can
like,
see.
okay, it's time to get back on and sprint.
Yeah.
So
if he should wear like some kind of heart tracking monitor, broadcast it, and then have Ben look at the
thing, correct?
TV.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
so
where
he could say it.
The heart rate.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I mean, if you're comfortable. I mean, because I don't know if you want to wear a watch with gloves on.
And I think maybe the
heart rate
one
monitor,
that goes
and
over
then you
your
can
chest.
put the screen. Yeah.
Garmin
has a good
because
one.
you can really track your heart rate, and the goal obviously as the weeks go on, because you're trying to peak.
Right.
Yeah.
By the time you by the time you get it's okay to get up to 190 in your heart rate.
Yeah.
The goal though is to get down to 120 as fast as you can.
Okay, I got you.
I say 120 because that's most people's like.
What's 120 in seconds though? Like if you're recovering, right? What's that in seconds? Because sometimes, bro, when I'm in really good shape, I recover pretty fast.
That's what we're looking for though. Is like so that you can get off. You're not going to be able to. Nobody can.
Yeah.
Like if you have a max heart rate, nobody can sustain that past a certain threshold.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Your 190 heartbeat, like you and Usain Bolt, for instance, are running, and you both hit 190. He's further than you, right?
Yeah.
Who's gonna get back down faster? Like that's kind of like in a fight. If your heart rate, if you're relaxed, I mean, you know this. If you're relaxed and the other guy's tense the whole time, mess this dude up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. It's just one little factor, but we don't know that that's why the fourth round is like.
Yeah, I never felt like it was. Like I had a conditioning problem. I always came in shape, ready to go, man.
Yeah.
I think the reason why I bring it up, or I thought about it, or actually considering looking into it, because the guy that told me he's in the military, dog.
Okay.
So I don't, you guys don't mess around, dog. You know what I mean? So I feel like out of respect, right, for him giving me his opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should look into it.
So, Dude, it will help. Like even when I went to him, it was just like running. I just thought, okay, running. But like now when he tells me to sprint, I never ask him. Like when he tells me to do like a 90-second rest, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like I'm just trying to like,
It's crazy because I'll tell him, hey, we're going to run 5 miles today, but we're going to rest for 2 minutes after every mile.
Yeah.
What about this? What about maybe one day, someday, you know, I can get on, like, you guys can put me on something, and you guys can.
It would be an absolute honor to run you through stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, man. That'd be so fun.
I swear to God.
No, but I'm just doing whatever you tell me to do.
Yeah. I saw him rowing the other day. Yeah. And I was thinking about it. I was like, God, I got to get him in the gym.
Was it good? I can't say
his rowing technique.
Yeah.
No, he's powerful, but he doesn't have. But remember, we're not trying to get him to
not technical.
No, it doesn't matter though.
Yeah, no, I got you. No.
Any athlete.
Dude, please come, man. It'll be good.
Oh yeah. You know.
But check this out. Any athlete that trains like strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
The goal isn't to be good at strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
The goal is to get strength and conditioning.
Conditioned. Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
My daughter the other day, she comes home huffing and puffing because my wife and her are arguing about stuff.
Whatever. Yeah.
And I was like, "What's going on?" And Juliet says, "Mom gets mad at me because I can't compete with her in CrossFit." And my wife goes, "No, that's not true. I'm just upset because you quit during the workout." And Juliet's like, "Fine, I'm just gonna get good at CrossFit." I'm like, Juliet, the goal is not to get good at CrossFit. The goal is to get good at your sport, like better at your sport, more fit, more strong, more fast. I don't care how good you get at CrossFit. Yeah. You want to be the best hitter on your team? Right. CrossFit's an answer. Strength and conditioning is an answer. Alex's goal is not to be a good rower. We don't care. He just
wants to be conditioned.
All we care about is the strength and conditioning and bare knuckle boxing.
But you know, it's crazy, Adrian. JJ, I've been applying the CrossFit workouts into my training regimen, man, and it's been very, very effective.
Yeah. Well, I keep telling people that CrossFit is the teacher. It's not the lesson. Yeah. Okay. The teacher in the sense like, okay, so I have to run 400 meters, then I have to do 21 pull-ups. So that's a common, theme. You do something like that. I get tired at 17. Do I drop from the bar? Or do I do more? Or nobody's looking. Should I run right now and only do 17? Yeah. It's a character choice. Yeah. But it also there's a fight or flight. Like, do I quit now? I'm tired. Why do I keep doing this?
Right.
Why am I even bothering?
Yeah.
The answer though, like honestly, like nonstop with CrossFit is that you have like this big community of people like around you that they're looking at you. It reminds me of something, and it's stepping into the cage. Right. Yeah. I get to feel that every single day. Every time you and I are competing in high rocks bullshit, a run, a row, I'm simulating what I'm doing in the cage. Yeah. And I tapped into that recently. Like I've had thousands of fights now because of that. Because every time we work out together, we're competing against each other. Yeah. I know you're not trying to knock my head off, but I keep thinking that if you pass me, I'm getting knocked out. Yeah. I'm getting submitted. Yeah. I'm getting embarrassed in front of my family. Like I tell you that I create problems in my head. Yeah. Those are the problems I'm creating. Yeah. And what a powerful stimulus. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then again, you're just one of the most competitive guys I know. So
it's crazy.
Right? Absolutely. No, for real though, dude.
It's a very helpful.
Straight up,
I just man, I don't know what it is, but we were talking about it. He got triggered the other day because I was like, "Hey, why do you work out?" It's because you don't want to be fat again. Yeah. And he's like, "No, I want to be good at high rocks. I want to be competitive."
What is that though?
The one I did in Thailand. I don't know if you saw.
Oh, okay.
It's like running. Yeah, okay. Bullshit. It's the latest fitness craze. Yeah, it's good because people can do it.
It's like endurance racing.
You don't have to you don't have to be good at movements.
Yeah, just get it done as quick as possible.
Yeah.
It's like a 5K. Everybody can do it. Everybody can do a 5K.
It's how competitive do you want to go?
Yeah.
And then there's like how fast you're done. So we did there's a pro and then there's an open. So we're gonna do one together in Korea.
Yeah. No, it's funny that you talk about time workouts, right? Because today I was just talking about one of my favorite CrossFit workouts is Santiago.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, so like I used to time myself all the time, and it's a 7-setter. You do 7 sets. I've cut it down to 3 to 5 now, right? Because I don't need to be doing that shit, doing longer sets no more, right? But I was thinking about that today, man. I was like, I want to do 7 sets. I want to time myself, see where I'm at, Because it's
what does it consist of, Santiago?
I'm sorry.
What does it consist of?
The double presses, right?
Oh,
it's 18, 10, 10.
It's a lot of dumbbell stuff. It's hard.
He's like master at dumbbell.
Yeah, he loves the dumbbells.
He loves dumbbells. Yeah.
And it's because of his mobility.
Yeah, it's very good.
No, his mobility is not good because of his boxing.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like boxers,
Yeah.
like they don't do
Yeah.
this. They do this.
How's my tech?
Oh,
because you
How's
you're
my
like this?
tech
With the barbell?
Yeah, the barbell.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Fuck,
I knew it.
But it doesn't matter.
Shouldn't have asked that shit.
No.
I use it though for explosion. That's
Exactly.
That's the goal.
But again,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It's just a tool.
Okay,
You don't
alright.
need to be good at CrossFit.
Yeah.
You need to be good.
Okay.
You need to be in shape when you
Yeah.
step in the ring.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
That's
for
the whole
me, yeah.
point. Nothing else matters. It's the same. But your motivation in the cage should be
Yeah.
the same as an old lady
Yeah.
in a CrossFit gym.
Okay.
The reason why? Because I'm pushing my grandkid in a
Right.
stroller and I fall down and I'm in traffic. I got to get up as fast as I can to get to that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my kid dies.
Yeah.
The test will always come.
Yeah.
Your test is the cage, the ring. The grandma's is, oh shit, nobody's home. How am I going to pick up this rice
Yeah.
bag?
I got
Yeah.
You know, that's the
Yeah.
beauty of fitness for me.
Yeah.
Is that you have to. Otherwise, because if I don't, who will?
Yeah.
Jess handed me a jar the other night. I pulled out my phone because I'm gonna record this shit.
Yeah.
Hand me the jar. I'll open it for you.
Yeah.
She took it back and she opened it.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me
Nice.
this. Yeah.
Perfect,
Nice, yeah.
right? That was a perfect example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife tried to use me because I'm a man.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I know you can do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it.
Yeah.